Hey guys, Lou here. Excuse me, 'cause I've just not long finished a workout and I'm a bit shiny. I'm just putting a video up about why I don't put a price on my health and why my health comes first. I got thinking about this because a couple of my clients and a couple of people throughout the gym are always asking me, what's that you're drinking, what's that you're taking? And someone said to me the other day, you must spend an absolute fortune on all these things. And the way I look at it is, I'm looking after my health and I put my health first. So buying protein shakes, buying supplements, all these kind of different things that I take because they're good for my body. I don't take anything if it's not 100% natural. One of the supplements we take is really expensive, however, it is amazing stuff. In fact, I'm going to share with you one of the supplements I take. I've always had problems with my feet because I used to be a dancer and had athlete's foot for years, and one of my supplements that I started taking, and it's pretty expensive, cleared that up within weeks, and it was something I tried to get rid of for years, and I don't mind paying that if it means that whatever it was that I was deficient in my body was being covered by whatever it is I'm taking. I'm not going to go through a list of everything that I take right now because I do take quite a lot, but I just want to get across to people that people go out and they go out drinking every weekend, for example, or they'll have takeaways 3-4 nights a week, and then they'll say something to me like, oh my god, why are you spending all that money? And I'll say, well, the difference is I'm taking things that are good for my body, and I'll say this till I'm blue in my face, and it's true. You're in this body till the day you die. Don't disrespect it, look after it. And that's why when it comes to taking supplements, like I say, I only take completely natural supplements and supplements that my body actually needs. I don't cut back. When it comes to my training, if I need to spend money on shakes, protein shakes, amino acids, all these things, I'm doing it because it's going to benefit my body and the changes that I need to make. I would rather do that than waste, let's say, 100 quid on a night out, because let's face it, if you go on a night out now, I don't go out very often and I'm not a massive drinker, but you're going to spend at least that, and it baffles me that people won't spend that on keeping their body healthy, getting themselves into a gym, paying for clean eating, but spend it on superficial stuff that lasts them 2 seconds, like going on a night out, like buying clothes, buying fancy phones, buying fancy cars. Now, it baffles me, and I've had plenty of people who come to work with us. We are probably more expensive than most places, especially in our area, and they'll say, oh no, I don't want to spend that, and then they'll maybe jump in a fancy car, or you'll see them on Facebook and they've been on a fancy night out drinking all the fancy stuff that you can get on a night out, and it baffles me that why do people not do that? Why do we not look after ourselves first and our health first? And somebody made a comment the other day, it actually got to me a little bit. Somebody made a comment the other day about, oh, life's too short. You could look at it that life's too short not to go out and have fun, but life's also too short not to look after your body. And by not looking after it, by feeding yourself crap, by drinking crap, and by sitting on your bum doing nothing, you're shortening that lifespan. So of course it's going to be short. Whereas if you're eating clean, if you're looking after your body, if you're training, if you're giving extra things to your body that it might be missing, like I have done with my feet, then you're gonna make your lifespan longer. And yeah, something might happen to you. I'm not saying don't go out and have fun, but why would you not want to look after your body? And I'm sorry, I can feel myself getting really and especially when it comes to something that really winds me up is when it comes to people with their kids. Why would you not want to show your kids that? My little guy knows nothing but how to look after himself. He knows nothing but how to be healthy, and he gets treats. And he's an absolute chocolate donut fiend and eat them 24 hours a day if I let him. But I explained to him why he can't have those 24 hours a day. He knows what's good and bad for him. And it just baffles me. It just baffles me that why are, and I'm talking to you, if this is you, why are you not looking after yourself? Why are you going out and buying the best makeup out there? Let's face it, if you go with MAC or something, it costs an absolute bomb. Great stuff, but it's only covering your face for that day. You'll go and buy great shoes, or you'll go out with the girls and drink, I don't know, my drink's Prosecco, so I'm just going to go with Prosecco. You'll go out with the girls and you'll have Prosecco all night and it costs an absolute bomb. It's this all stuff that lasts you for just a few minutes. And I did a video a while back on something similar about why we, sorry my hair's sticking to my head so I keep moving it, on why we spend money on stuff that's going to last us a very short period of time, but we don't do that when it comes to our body. And sometimes that's a form of self-sabotage. Sometimes with people it's a case of, oh my, I don't deserve that, I can't spend that, I can't do that with myself. When actually you're the one thing that you shouldn't neglect. You should be healthy. If you're a mum, even bigger responsibility to keep yourself healthy. Not only because you've got a little person who you need to be there for till they're old enough to look after themselves, but also for the fact that that little person's copying you and seeing what you do. So if you've got problems with your relationship, are we back? I've lost my train of thought. Yeah, so you know, if you're eating rubbish all the time, you've maybe got problems with your relationship to food, if you're feeling sorry for yourself and not doing anything about it, but you're doing all these other superficial things, that little person's seen you do that, and guess what that little person's going to do when they're older? The exact same thing. And some people are maybe not going to like this video today, but I was thinking about it. I wasn't planning on getting a bit as passionate as this, but I just want to get through to people that please start taking care of yourself. Think about yourself and see when you start taking care of yourself, especially when it comes to your diet, your skin will change, your energy levels will change, and most importantly your body will change. And when you start feeling better about yourself in all of those areas, your life starts to change as well. So don't cut back. So the next time you decide, if you're feeling not too great about yourself and you decide to go and cover yourself up with new fancy makeup or get your nails done to try and make yourself feel better, that's only going to last you that small amount of time, maybe it's worth to be thinking, actually, what can I do that's actually going to make me feel better? And the test I always give people is, it's not always hard to look good with your clothes on, but if you don't like what's under those clothes and you're hiding from your partner, then it's time to do something about it. And it's easy to do something about it, but you need to have your priorities correct. And like I say, it's not, when it comes to my health and looking after my body, I don't cut back. And I wouldn't buy, I won't buy rubbish food. If I need to buy supplements that's going to help my body, then I'm going to do that. And like I say, one of the best supplements that we take, it's a supplement that's got about 90 nutrients in it. We tend not to take multivitamins, but this one's different. These are natural things that have been ground down, and it's the best thing I've ever taken. And it prevents me getting ill, it gives me an energy boost. I'm lucky that I've got great skin, but apart from on my feet, it's like my little hidden thing. But when I take this supplement, it clears, and I'm on that for life now. I won't be taking that off now. It's one of those things where I just can't quite pinpoint the one thing that I'm missing, and I've got a great diet. But yeah, I'm not going to skip out on my supplements, and like I say, any supplements I take are completely natural. I'm not into taking ones that I don't know what the ingredients are. It's always been some sort of nutrient that's been taken and ground down that I take. And when I'm training, I'm going to take things that I need to take that are healthy for me, that are going to help change the shape of my body as well. So don't cut back. Please don't cut back on stuff that's not going to help you. Cut back on the stuff that's not going to help, and start adding in the things that are going to help. And it's a shame, because I think sometimes we live in this world where only materialistic things that you can hold in your hand, like let's say, I don't know how much an iPhone is, but let's say a couple £100 iPhone, overspending that on maybe a 6 to 8 week program that could change your body and your life forever. I've spent fortunes throughout the years changing my body and learning new ways of keeping myself healthy. And I don't grudge that, because at the end of the day, I'm looking after myself, and I'm hopefully expanding my lifespan. And it means, and I'm not saying that people who look after themselves don't have sometimes tragic things happen to them, but when something does happen to them, their body's going to fight it a hell of a lot more than what it would if it wasn't looked after. Yeah. So that is why I take care of myself, because my body is number one before everything else. I've got to live with it till I'm old and grey and one day decide to leave this plane. And why not look after it until that point and get the most out of life that I can. So like I say, life is too short, but you should be doing what's best for your body during that time that you are here. So have an absolutely fab day, guys. See you later.